Where do I go?
Visit the Vascular Institute of Chattanooga, the leaders in treatment of peripheral artery disease.
I've been told I need an amputation. Should I get a second opinion?
A second opinion can make all the difference. At the Vascular Institute of Chattanooga, our 97% limb salvage rate speaks for itself.
When experience matters, you can trust the Vic Vascular team. No referral is needed. Appointments within 1 week, accepting new patients.
From the EPB Fiber Optics Weather Center, your Storm Team 12 AccuWeather Right Now forecast.
After a sunny and 70-degree afternoon, clouds are increasing on the Titan radar. Because of that, temperatures won't be nearly as cold by tomorrow morning, but still on the cool side. 47 degrees here in Chattanooga, 54 though in Cleveland, but already 35 degrees and dropping over in Murphy. Overnight temperatures here in the valley will likely be dropping only to the mid-40s by tomorrow morning.
News 12 now at 11 with Emily Casulo and Andrew Harrison. Chief Meteorologist Patrick Core. And sports with Rick Nyman. Your news starts now.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Andrew Harrison.
And I'm Emily Casulo. Thanks for joining us for News 12 now at 11. It's time for the defense to present its case. It's just a day after the jury heard from the medical examiner saying a toddler was shaken so hard blood got on her brain.
Yeah, Benjamin Brown took the stand in his own defense late this afternoon on the felony murder charge from the 2018 death of Annie Schell. News 12's Scott Coral watched it all unfold. He has tonight's top local story.
After 3 forensic pathologists testified about the injuries of 2-year-old Annie Schell, it became time for the defendant, Benjamin Brown, to take the stand. Once the prosecution got a hold of him, the fireworks began.
I lied to Detective Elrod. We all know I did. I'm not talking about Detective Elrod. Do you not understand what I'm asking? You're asking me if I lied about the time, and I did to Detective Elrod. No, I'm asking you if you lied to the jury today about the time. I'm sorry, I don't know how to make it any clearer.
Several times, the prosecuting attorney pressed Brown about lying to a detective on the scene of the crime, lying on the stand, and his own inconsistent testimony.
So you lied to Detective Elrod, right? We all know, yes, sir. Okay. And then you told Stephen Brown that you didn't remember. Yes, sir. So when you told Stephen Brown... But I do believe I did tell Stephen Brown that she was gone 2 hours and 24 minutes since I've been in here on trial. Okay. So when you told Stephen Brown you didn't remember, you were lying? To my knowledge, I really wasn't keeping up with how long she was gone.
The prosecution is expected to call more rebuttal witnesses on Saturday. The judge expects the case to go to the jury by the end of the day. At the Criminal Courts Building, Scott Coral, News 12 Now.
We are hearing from some of the people who saw Cleveland Daycare Center go up in flames yesterday. News 12's Chris Guin has those details.
Yesterday in Cleveland, Little Lamb's daycare caught fire while children were napping inside. The fire was quickly visible to those in nearby businesses.
Basically, it was a pretty crazy situation that was going down. I heard a bunch of commotion going on in the gym, and we all ran out and saw a huge fire. So obviously, we initially called 911, got the fire department down here.
As you can see behind me, the fire damage was serious, but luckily, no one was hurt.
I'm just thankful that there's no one really around the fire and that no children at the daycare were hurt, and no one in general was hurt.
Following this incident, daycare employee James Carpenter has been charged with 27 counts of child neglect. According to a police affidavit obtained by News 12, Carpenter failed to evacuate the children while the building was burning and was observed to be intoxicated when speaking to police. After waiving his Miranda rights, Carpenter admitted to having several drinks that morning, and multiple open cans of beer were found inside the daycare. In Cleveland, Chris Guin, News 12 Now.
Hamilton County Health Department has spent the past couple of days handing out 1,500 quick-view rapid antigen COVID test kits. We caught up with one man who wanted to get one to make sure his wife did not have COVID.
We came down thinking you could be tested, but to have the tests would be really good just to have it at home. I'm almost 80 years old and have to have that done.
Health experts say testing helps in the fight against COVID-19, but it is no substitute for getting the vaccine. And the Hamilton County Health Department also says it will be closing the vaccination site at the Tennessee River Park on Amnicola Highway. They're moving it instead to its location on East 3rd Street. That starts Tuesday. Health officials believe this will allow the department to provide its staff shelter from the elements and eliminate those weather cancellations that can happen. Vaccinations will be offered on the 2nd floor of the department's West Wing building from 9 until 5 Tuesday through Saturday. No appointment is necessary, but you will need to wear a mask.
Logistics held a groundbreaking this afternoon for its new headquarters at 328 Broad Street. The third-party logistics company is one of the fastest growing in the nation. It expects to hire 400 employees here in Chattanooga over the next 5 years. The new headquarters building will be completely overhauled after it was boarded off for years and will inject a near $7 million investment into Chattanooga's downtown.
There's no other company that's created this many jobs at such a competitive wage through a pilot program in the history of Chattanooga. That is not nothing. It's a big deal, and it's a proud day to be a Chattanoogan, and it's certainly a very proud day for me to serve as your mayor.
The building is 60,000 square feet and was recently purchased by New Development LLC. They anticipate the project to be complete by this December. Chattanooga's Salvation Army is set to throw a super party for the Super Bowl. It's part of the nonprofit's Beyond Love campaign. From 6 to 10 this Sunday night, the local chapter will host a viewing party of the big game for folks who are enduring homelessness and/or poverty. Backroad Boys Barbecue will donate decorations and food, including barbecue sandwiches, baked beans, coleslaw, iced tea, and more.
Throughout the year, people need to know that they're important and are loved. And so doing simple acts of kindness, just simple things like this, just throwing a TV up and having a party and some food for people. These are meaningful times, and it makes people feel important and loved. And that's what we're trying to do at the Salvation Army.
The party will also kick off the Salvation Army's national campaign. It invites all who are wishing to join the local chapter to come down and help provide care and assistance to those who need it. A local nonprofit will be busy next week helping the homeless. Next Friday, Pursuit of Happiness will be putting on its inaugural clothing drive on 11th Street. It's intended to provide those living in the tent city with essentials. But CEO Michael Gordon says there's a lot that can lead to homelessness.
Interventions and early preventions, treating trauma is what's most important to us at the Pursuit of Happiness. And what we're saying, these untreated mental illnesses early in a child's life could lead to effects of homelessness.
Socks, jackets, scarves, and other items that will help keep folks warm will be accepted next Wednesday from 9 to 3:30 at 4001 Rossville Boulevard. Next Friday, items will be accepted on site at the tent city all night.
Well, the Happy Shoes Project received a generous gift from Food City this afternoon. The nonprofit was presented a check for $50,000 as well as a $2,000 Food City gift card at the grocery store chain's location off Signal Mountain Road. Happy Shoes provides tote bags and backpacks to cancer patients. It can be filled with anything from puzzle books to gum to Kleenexes to a CD filled with positive music. There's even a book written by the late Sandy Sammons, who always encouraged cancer patients to put on their happy shoes and walk in the face of adversity.
This year we're slated to give 8,000 totes away and backpacks to kids here in the Chattanooga region to cancer patients that are going through treatment.
Now, the tote bags even contain a voucher from the nonprofit that's good for one pair of happy shoes for folks battling cancer to wear when they go to treatment. Those looking to donate even more to that charity can find more information on their website. That is happyshoes.org.
Now, from the EPB Fiber Optics Weather Center, tomorrow's Storm Team 12 AccuWeather forecast.
After a sunny and spring-like week, we will actually be getting an appearance from winter by Sunday morning. So don't get rid of that winter gear just yet. But a live look outside right now, it's been a mild and pleasant Friday evening. It's the live look over Lee Point. Temperatures only right now at 47 degrees and falling. Sustained wind from the south has calmed down to about 3 miles per hour. Tomorrow morning, we'll likely wake up to the low to mid 40s with just a few light showers pushing in that will exit off by the early afternoon, and we will see mainly cloudy skies with high temperatures a lot cooler at 55 degrees. And of course, it will be turning cold by Sunday morning as a cold front passes, and I'll be detailing the rest of your weekend coming up after the break.
Every day, we start with 72 miles of coiled steel. We stamp it, we finish it, and send it to the multiple assembly lines. Generations of families have been here, and we are still hiring more generations to come.
Roper Corporation is now hiring permanent full-time positions for all shifts with immediate benefits. Learn more about this great opportunity and apply at ropercorp.com. Voted best of the best industrial manufacturer. Make it at Roper.
Cash for junk cars. Cash for junk cars. Cash for junk cars. Cash for junk cars. You got it, and we want it. Put cash money in your wallet. Don't run, don't care. Free pickup anywhere. Just call us, we'll be there. 423-320-6912. Cash money in your wallet. Now go make your big deposit.
If mobility issues are your primary concern, come by Eddie Test Home Medical Equipment in downtown Ringgold. Not only do we carry a large quantity of medical supplies, we also file insurance for most items. Eddie Test Home Medical Equipment.
Come, let our family serve yours.
Customizable headlines and real-time alerts anytime, anywhere. Stay in the know on the go with the all-new News 12 Now app.
The 55th Annual Tri-State Home Show, February 25th to 27th at the Chattanooga Convention Center.
Winter weather hits. You need a team you can trust. A team with passion, knowledge, and experience. A team giving you accurate information. When it's winter weather, experience matters. Storm Team 12. Now, from the EPB Fiber Optics Weather Center, your Storm Team 12 AccuWeather forecast.
For our Window Works weather window of the day, today's photo is from Charlotte Smith. The view from Lookout Mountain this morning. Perfect way to start the day off, Charlotte. Thank you for sending that in. If you guys have any pictures that you would like to share with us, they can be featured on our morning and evening newscast. You can email them at pictures@wdf.com, or you can always send us a message through Facebook at WDF News 12. Well, today certainly was a cold start, but we warmed up to an official high of 70 degrees. Felt absolutely fantastic out there. We've been slowly warming up the past couple of days, but we're also right now getting an increase in cloud cover. So that's why it's not nearly as cold as it has been previous mornings. 6 degrees warmer actually than this time yesterday here in Chattanooga, but 16 over in Nashville. Current temperatures across the region: 54 in Crossville, 59 in Nashville, and 52 out the door over in Jackson. This was today's time lapse of the day over downtown Chattanooga, looking out over Lookout Mountain from our Bailey's heat and air camera, courtesy of the EPB Fiber Optics Weather Cam Network. A perfect ending to a perfect Friday afternoon with those clear skies made for a gorgeous sunset. Again, like I said, few light showers possible towards the early morning hours. That pushes out by lunchtime. 53 degrees. That's where our high temperature will likely be just a little bit after lunchtime. As that cold front passes, it will be turning chilly quite quickly. So on our futurecast, few light showers mainly for our Tennessee counties in the early morning hours. That pushes out by lunchtime and will be drier for the second half of Saturday, but also turning cold. Once that front passes, temperatures by Sunday morning will once again have a hard widespread freeze. 29 expected in Chattanooga, but 19 expected in Tracy City. Sunshine will make its reappearance for Sunday afternoon, but it's going to be chilly and it's going to be breezy throughout the day. Rain-wise now until Saturday afternoon, not looking impressive overall, maybe a 1/10 of an inch here and there. On our supercast, drier weather pattern not only into this weekend, but the next couple of days after that. We'll see our next setup alongside a cold front that will start to organize by midweek. Now, once it interacts with some of this mild, moist air, could actually see the potential for strong, potentially even severe storms, especially watching for Thursday. That clears out alongside a cold front, and we have some drier days ahead starting Our Friday. Now on our service map, 2 cold fronts will be approaching. It's going to be the second one that will push through tomorrow afternoon and will be bringing us that colder air come Sunday morning. So weather headlines again, like I said, cooler weekend ahead. Not going to be seeing any 60-degree, 7-degree temperatures for this weekend, but warm up in sight. We will see those temperatures actually heading into the next upcoming work week. Again, like I said, rainfall does return for the next upcoming work week. For our Valentine's Day outlook for Monday right now, looking sunny and cool, seasonable highs right near 54 degrees. After Monday, temperatures again on the warm up. Tuesday, I think we could hit 64 once again, potentially even 67 come Wednesday. For our sportsman forecast, 80 plans on fishing tomorrow. It's going to be good, mostly cloudy, a few morning showers that will quickly dry out. Overall, cool, quiet. Best time to go between 10 a.m. to 11:30. Stay with us. I'll have that 7-day forecast for you coming up in just 10 seconds.
More experience, more personality.
Good morning.
Here's what we have for you today.
Weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m.
From the EPB Fiber Optics Weather Center, here's your 7-day forecast. Not going to be a bad weekend at all. Just going to be a lot cooler than it has been the last couple of days. Chilly for Sunday, highs 46 degrees, but more sunshine and warmer weather starting Monday, 54, and then back into the mid-60s by midweek, guys.
Pretty good. Thank you so much, Becca. Well, the Biden administration is now warning a Russian invasion of Ukraine could come within days before the end of the Beijing Olympics even. Russia reportedly has close to 80% of its forces in place needed for a full-scale invasion. Natalie Brands at the White House. We cover the nation.
U.S. intelligence says Russia has enough forces along the Ukraine border to launch a major military action, prompting the White House to step up its warning to Americans in Ukraine to get out.
As we've said before, we are in the window when an invasion could begin at any time, should Vladimir Putin decide to order it.
National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan says the U.S. does not believe the Russian president has made a final decision, but says the risk has increased.
We have a sufficient level of concern based on what we are seeing on the ground and what our intelligence analysts have picked up that we are sending this clear message.
Sullivan said a potential invasion would involve what he described as an onslaught of massive force.
If a Russian attack on Ukraine proceeds, it is likely to begin with aerial bombing and missile attacks that could obviously kill civilians without regard to their nationality.
The State Department says there are more than 6,000 Americans in Ukraine, but that's just those registered with the embassy.
The president will not be putting the lives of our men and women in uniform at risk by sending them into a war zone to rescue people who could have left now but chose not to.
A White House official says President Biden and Russian President Putin have a call scheduled for Saturday morning. On Friday, the president spoke to European and NATO leaders. President Biden says they are united in diplomatic efforts and deterrence measures, ready to impose massive economic costs if Russia chooses further aggression. A new CBS News poll finds around 53% of Americans believe the U.S. should stay out of negotiations around Russia and Ukraine. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, the White House.
On the outside, this may look like just another piece of furniture. But understanding the craftsmanship that goes into the hundreds of individual parts, that tells the real story. At Kincaid, we start with solid wood, use proven construction techniques, and deliver honest value, every piece, every time. Right now, save 25% on Kincaid at E.F. Brannan Furniture, Highway 153 across from Northgate. Kincaid, it's not a purchase, it's a promise.
Some traditions just keep getting better and better. Ford F-Series, the official truck of the NFL, and America's best-selling trucks now for the 45th year in a row.
Now get 0% financing for 60 months, plus $1,000 retail bonus cash on Ford F-150. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Where's the phone?
Here's the phone.
Are you deaf? I said, where's the phone?
Are you looking for the foam in your seat cushions? The foam's at Stuff It. Stuff It Upholstery can take those old worn-out seat cushions and have them feeling good again with new Comfy Support foam rubber. Relax. Bring it to us. We'll stuff it. When comfort matters, call Stuff It Upholstery right away.
This is much better.
Do you still need the phone?
Here at Rico Monuments, we have handcrafted thousands of memorials for over 30 years, each individually carved by our experienced master engravers. Whether you choose granite, marble, bronze, or a mausoleum, each piece is custom engraved with a remarkable level of craftsmanship we have become known for. With 3 generations of Ricos in the business, we are qualified and ready to serve you. Visit our gallery on our website or come by the office anytime during business hours.
Cash for junk cars. Cash for junk cars. Cash for junk cars. Cash for junk cars. You got it, and we want it. Put cash money in your wallet. Don't run, don't care. Free pickup anywhere. Just call us, we'll be there. 423-320-6912. Cash money in your wallet. Now go make your big deposit.
You're watching News 12 now at 11. Your news now.
Out with the old and in with the new. There's a brand new art exhibit at the Chattanooga Airport, and it features one of the more basic elements of life, things we see and do every day. News 12's Dave Staley tells us about it in tonight's edition of More the Story with Staley.
Local artist Carrie Pendergrass is at it again. Carrie's done all of the heavy lifting on this new exhibit in the main lobby of the Chattanooga Airport. It went up last month. The theme this time around is a stilled life, centering around still moments and images that represent everyday things we see and do. There are 21 pieces of artwork on display by 18 different local and regional artists. Carrie's the one who decides who's in, who's out, what's in, where it's spaced, where it's grouped. Nonetheless, she says it's a gratifying experience.
I've always loved to celebrate other artists and to kind of give other artists a platform as well as myself. So it's one of those things that is wonderful to do, just be able to look at a group of work and be able to put it together in an interesting way. Feels really satisfying.
Just offhand, one would think that an airport is really not a great place for a number of paintings. However, Carrie Pendergrass says that an airport, in all actuality, is a perfect place for a little gallery.
When you're traveling, there's so much stress involved around it, and I love the idea of being able to kind of take a moment and check out some of the art from the area or from elsewhere too, but just to be able to enjoy some nice moments of culture in the kind of chaos of travel. And it sort of is like an introduction to the city, which I think is also really cool.
Unlike the previous exhibit, this one is just a tad bit more pocketbook friendly. And yes, the artwork is for sale. Just scan the specific code on each painting to get in touch with Carrie Pendergrass. Dave Staley, News 12 Now.
The exhibit will be on display until sometime in June. Even though it's the airport, the public can stop by anytime to look at the gallery.
I need to fly somewhere pretty soon.
There you go,
Check that
Andrew.
out.
Well, Super Bowl Sunday, we'll have some Chattanooga Flavor Flav.
Plus, the Red Wolves and CFC find out who they'll face in the U.S. Open Cup. Here's Rick Nyman from the Armor Exterior Sports Desk.
Plus, Lafayette tries to complete a perfect regular season as they face LFO, and Notre Dame and Boyd Buchanan battle for their district tournament title.
Brought to you by Johnson Audiology, helping you hear your best life.
On the outside, this may look like just another piece of furniture, but understanding the craftsmanship that goes into the hundreds of individual parts, that tells the real story. At Kincaid, we start with solid wood, use proven construction techniques, and deliver honest value, every piece, every time. Right now, save 25% on Kincaid at EF Brandon Furniture, Highway 153 across from Northgate. Kincaid, it's not a purchase, it's a promise.
Did you hear the one about the 2 friends who went grocery shopping in Ashland City and picked up everything on their list, plus $75,000? Or the story about the truck driver who made a last-minute stop off Interstate 40 and drove off with $1 million. Or the news about the window washer whose handiwork on an instant ticket resulted in a 7-figure win and had him seeing retirement more clearly. All their lives changed in an instant, and yours could too. All it takes is a few dollars and a dream. Instant games from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing, life-changing fun.
Hi, I'm Cameron Lee, owner of Fresh Coat Painters of Chattanooga. Locally owned and veteran-run, whether you're looking for interior or exterior painting services for your home or business, you can trust our team of painters at Fresh Coat Painters of Chattanooga. From your deck to your cabinets, our team will be on time, on budget, and do it right with flawless results. Paint now, pay later with 0% interest for 12 months. Visit us online for a free quote today.
Cash for junk cars. Cash for junk cars. Cash for junk cars. Cash for junk cars. You got it, and we want it. Put cash money in your wallet. Don't run, don't care. Free pickup anywhere. Just call us, we'll be there. 423-320-6912. Cash money in your wallet. Now go make your big deposit.
Where new beginnings happen, where faith, strength, and world-class clinical care come together to help those facing addiction get back to a place they call home. This place is Bradford Health, the leader in affordable alcohol and addiction treatment for over 40 years.
Arby's, 2 for $6. Every day, 2 beefs, 2 cheddars, together. 2 of those things for just $6. Arby's, we have the meat.
Now, scores and highlights from the Armor Exterior Sports Desk.
Top 10 high school basketball showdown Friday night. 3rd-ranked Lafayette entertained 9th-ranked LFO. Ramblers took round 1 last month. Lafayette trying to close out a perfect regular season record with a win in round 2. First quarter was close. Amari Burnett drops in the 3. LFO leading at 7-6. Lafayette answers. Aiden Hadaway. How about a transition 3? 11-7 Ramblers. Second quarter, Lafayette by 5. Jamichael Davis drains the 3 to cut the Ramblers' lead to 2. Next LFO possession. Davis spins in for the layup. He led the Warriors with 22. Ramblers still hanging on to that lead. Junior Barber sets up Jalen Ramsey. Ramsey had 13 on the night. LFO, though, staying close. Jaden Dover will drill the corner 3. It's a 33-31 ball game. Ramblers, though, take off in the 3rd quarter. Barber getting everything to fall. Peyton Barber's 3 at the buzzer. Lafayette leading by 20 heading into the 4th. No coming back from that. Hadaway, fire away, kid. He dropped a game-high 27 points. Lafayette El Perfecto. They win it by a final of 77-51. District Tournament Championship final between Notre Dame and Boyd Buchanan. Kinsey Campbell, the spin and hook for 2. Irish up 8 at halftime. 3rd quarter, feed to Mary Philauer. Ball teeters, ball drops. Philauer loved that one. Notre Dame up 12 going to the 4th. Time for the Bucks to get buck wild. I like to get buck wild. Eva Winston certainly does. How about some wild NBA continuation for the hoop and foul? 2:25 to play. Danny Reeves the lay-in to cut the lead to 3. It was a 2-point game. 40 seconds left. Michaela Skaggs bags the corner 3. That was the cushion Notre Dame needed. They celebrate a district tournament title with a 31-30 victory.